Leave, I'm sorry. I grabbed her and said no, stay here. Does my son know? She said he knew. She then said, I always bring it up on the first date so if there are issues, we don't waste each other's time. To be honest, I was surprised, but my son had never been so happy, so I dropped it. I honestly just couldn't believe it. You would never know. She is gorgeous. She asked if I thought of her differently. I said, you make my son happy and as long as you treat him right I don't care. She just said thank you. I called my son today because his dad wants to get to know her more and wants to go to dinner with just them and us. He said sure. I brought up our conversation and he said he knows. He said that she is just really shy about it and doesn't talk about it at all. She just tries to run under the radar. He said that since I knew we needed to tell Dad, but they discussed me pre-telling my husband. I told my husband at noon when we were going to pick up my son, Sam. The conversation was fairly quick. I just told him I needed to tell him something and he had to promise me not to be upset. He just said speak. I said, Sadie is trans. He just went, I'm okay. He said we would talk later. I said something about dinner and he just said we will talk later. I told Sam and told him I had his back. On the drive to Sam's place I told my husband that Sam loves her and makes him happy. I explained it took a lot of courage from Sadie to be open with us right from the beginning. My husband just said we will talk later and promised he'd be on his best behavior. We went to pick up Sam and Sadie. It was a nice restaurant so my husband and Sam were in polos and dress pants. Sadie and I were in dresses. They looked so cute together when I saw them. They were matching and everything. We go to dinner and my husband is acting normal. Just asking questions to Sam and Sadie about intentions, how they met, and so on. After dinner, Sadie tried to bring it up with my husband. He just said hold that thought, let's go get ice cream. So we go as he is just telling jokes to everyone in the car and acting a fool. We get there and ask what everyone wants. My husband's favorite is chocolate. Mine is cookies and cream, Sam's strawberry, and Sadie's is butter pecan. I promise this matters. We get our ice cream and after a few minutes my husband says, it's weird how there are so many different types of ice cream. When I was a kid there were like 2 or 3. Now they have hundreds, it seems like. I was confused where my husband was going with this. He then said, as long as the ice cream that you like tastes good to you and makes you happy, I don't mind forking out a few dollars for a smile. He then winked at Sam and Sadie. That was it. That was the discussion. We took them home and he gave Sam and Sadie each a hug and told Sadie he hoped she can make it to more dinners on the weekends. All I have to say is I held my husband's arm the whole way home. I am guilty. I did